Welcome back to Arc Tutorials. This is Node.js top 80 interview question and answer series with detailed code snippets to explain. I'm sure that if you get this, you can crack any full stack interview series with all these 30 plus technologies that are covered as part of the pack. You can get your copy at arctutorials.gumroad.com. It covers all these technologies and it's guaranteed you will crack any interview on full stack. You can get your copies at arctutorials.gumroad.com. Alright, the first question. What is Node.js? Node.js is a JavaScript runtime built on Chrome's V8 JavaScript engine. It is designed to build scalable network applications, uses an event-driven non-blocking I/O model. It's run at server side and it's open source and it's extremely popular and used across in different large enterprise applications. What are some of the benefits of using Node.js? Node.js offers several benefits. It's fast I/O, which means it uses asynchronous non-blocking input output. Single language, that means you can write both client side and server side code in JavaScript now. It's high performance. It uses the V8 engine, which is from Google, open source, for high speed execution of JavaScript. Scalable, it's well suited for real time applications like streaming, chat apps, socket, any modern web application you can think of. How do you create a basic HTTP server in Node.js? You can create a basic HTTP server using the HTTP module. First, you import the HTTP module, then you will use a method http.createServer, and the response and request are the parameters it takes. You will send the response back. Once you have created the instance of the server, you need to listen to a certain port to run this. That's what you will do, server.listen. I'm running it on 3000 port. You can run it on any port. This is how you create a basic HTTP server in Node.js. What is an event loop in Node.js? The event loop is a mechanism that handles asynchronous operations in Node.js. It allows non-blocking I/O operations by delegating operations to the system level kernel and which can perform many operations in the background. That's how Node.js runs multiple functions or multiple methods at the same time using non-blocking I/O mechanism, which is also called event loop. What are the key features of Node.js? Some of the key features include asynchronous and event driven. We talked about it. Node.js operates asynchronously using events and callback mechanisms. It's non-blocking I/O. That means it doesn't block the main execution thread, which makes it suitable for scaling large applications and systems. It's single-threaded. That means Node.js uses a single thread to manage multiple requests, reducing the overhead. These are the three key features you will talk about if you are asked this question. What are the different types of streams in Node.js? Now, this is a very advanced one, especially if you are interviewing for a company which is kind of using large system for streaming, chat, or those things. Readable streams, which allows reading from a source, like reading from a file, HTTP request, etc. Writable streams, these allows writing to a destination. That means now you are writing to the system and earlier one was reading. Duplex, which means it will allow both reading and writing. Transform streams. Now these are used for compressions. These are type of duplex streams where the output is based on the input. How do you do that? You use a module called FS, which stands for file system, and then you can do create read stream. Similarly, you can also do create write stream, etc. So this is basically you're reading from a file, breaking them into chunks of bytes, and then writing them. The next one is what is npm in Node.js. npm is a standard one which stands for Node Package Manager. It's a default package manager for Node.js. It allows you to install, share, manage dependencies of your Node.js projects. When you're working on Node.js projects, you will work with a lot of different libraries and modules. Those are easily managed using the package manager. How do you create a module, custom module in Node.js? A module in Node.js is created by exporting functionality from one file and importing it into another. For example, if you want to create your own module, you can just export it, module.exports. This is a function. Now to use this, you will just import it like require that file name and then call that method directly. This is what most of the modules that are freely available in Node.js does. Remember, if they ask you how do you create a module, start giving by this code example. What is middleware in Node.js and how is it used? Middleware functions are used to process requests before they reach the route handler. That means think of it like an interceptor, right? A middleware is like an interceptor. Before any route handler it reaches, before that you can process that request, you can modify it. And some of the examples where you use middleware, authentication is a common one, logging is another one, parsing request bodies, or even validating ORM schemas. All this can be done using middleware. So how do you use it? Once you have created an Express app, in this case, here we are saying app.use, do this request method, request made to, and next. This piece of code will get executed first, even if before it comes to this route. That means first it will print this output, next it will go to the route. So you can do anything here. You can do authentication, logging, parsing, cleaning body, validation of data, etc. What is the purpose of require in Node.js? The require function is used to load and import external modules or local files in Node.js. If you want to import any module like the ones that we created earlier, you will just write require followed by the file name. Now you have the modules instance ready for you to use. We will pause here in this episode. I have covered till 10. We will continue, but make sure you get your copies at arctutorial.gumroad.com. It covers over 30 plus technologies and over 2000 interview question answers with code snippet. It will help you crack any interview. It's a lifetime, once in a lifetime buy. Make sure you get it. Write to me at surya.aradhya. We'll continue this series from question number 11. Thank you so much. See you in the next episode.